start to grow. Too woman, too sick to know what up and propose. That's how time and goes. Oh, how diamonds glow. Now I'm big, bigger than that apple grove where my old grandpappy showed me how to graft and prune. And when he died, I cut a slit in my shoulder. I pulled his back right molar and wrapped it in my womb. In time, I hope he'll bloom. But now I'm young, younger than my sister was when she settled just because she found money too soon. And now she spent a lot on fancy booze and even more on baby shoes and falls asleep at noon. That's how time goes. We climb and we plateau. Now I'm small, smaller than my family tree, wherever leaf's been shaken free and swallowed by the wind. And every limb growing crooked in the sky has a twin disguised as a wrinkle on my skin. In time, I'll fill them in. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Red Light on Fifth. I'm sitting here with Mr. John Wheeler, the plumber himself. And man, that is freaking amazing, dude.
Thanks.
It's like the reaction that you want to get as a performer is like, I hope this never ends. And that's how I felt sitting in the couch. Like, it was like so good, man.
Cool.
It was really, really cool. Tell me about what I want to know most about is like your finger picking style. That's something that I always try to emulate, right? Like the Travis picking. But like, what was your journey to get to where you are, dude? Because that is awesome.
I think growing up, I listened to Dave Van Ronk a lot, and that's who I wanted to sound like with my finger picking anyway for a long time until like I heard a bunch of different other people. But I just tried to like learn a bunch of his songs and try to sound exactly like him at first for a long time, and then that was a good way. It just to me it's like the easiest way to like create a rhythm, you know. It's just
because you carry the rhythm so good, and then the melody above it is what hooks me in, man. It's amazing.
Fun. It's just like I like to like just get high and go home and play and like just hypnotize myself until like with the thumb, you know. It's just it's
so
like
you keep that
it's like
the
and then just like mess around, like it's mostly just playing. And that's the easiest way to just keep playing.
Is that how you is that how you start a song? Is just like hours of like just messing around and then like you find the melody, or?
I think so, yeah. The melody usually, it's always a guitar part first, and the guitar part has the melody, and then I just like add words to it most of the time. Like fill in the blank almost. But like with like, I'm trying to think of what it's like, sounds like, but.
Yeah. Well, I'll get to your lyrics here in a second, but you just switched to electric from what you were telling me.
Yeah.
Was that were you listening to anyone that kind of made you want to go that route?
Yeah, there's a couple of people who finger pick on electrics that sound good.
Yeah.
Jake Xerxes Fussell is one that I listen to a lot, and he plays a Telecaster, and he plays just folk standards, and he's really good. And he's super good. And there's a couple. I'm trying to think of another one. But I mean,
Who did
J6
I
is
saw
big.
Hosier play one time, and he does all
Hosier, I
finger
can see that.
picking,
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's just it adds like I was really just at the shop at Straight Music. I went there to buy a xylophone for my my niece, and
You came out with a badass
and then
Telecaster.
I was in there playing with the Telecaster, and it's just so fun. It's just
and the binding that you got on it, it's such a pretty guitar.
Thanks. Yeah, I love the look of the guitar, and then just playing it. It's so bouncy and like it's so much. It's just different, you know. I've just been playing acoustic my whole life, and then.
Well, dude, while you were playing, it was like it was you, this awesome Telecaster just plugged straight into your amp, nothing in between.
Yeah, I haven't figured out the other stuff.
Well,
yet,
dude, you don't need it, man, because it's
fun,
like it kind of. I was telling you before, it's like symbolic of the way that you write lyrics, because it was so like I feel like as a songwriter, like you want to be as honest as you can, and it's like when you listen to certain folks sing, you just kind of believe that what they're saying is true and real, and that's how I felt listening to your songs.
Cool.
Do you, for someone that's starting to write songs, or for even me, sometimes I feel like I'm getting too personal. Do you just kind of ignore that and like sing about your family members and stuff? Because I have, things that come like, I don't know if I want them to hear that or something like that.
No, yeah, if my sister's around, I change it to. I mean, she's gonna see this, but like I change it to brother always. I'm like, thinking she'll just kind of like she won't hear it or something. But she'll. I mean, I love my family, so like, but like we have open discussions and stuff, and so like I think being honest about my family is pretty easy, you know. The other stuff, it's just like I don't know, it's just like people want to know about you, like if you're writing a song, so it should be like real, like that's the one space where like you really need to be honest, I feel, to like emote something.
Yeah, but it's just when I'm, when you're putting the song together, a lot of times the ego comes in and it's like, well, what are people going to think about this? What if I say this? Maybe people will think that's cool. Yeah. And that is like so counterintuitive, but people just want to, I guess, feel the honesty.
Yeah, totally. All my favorite songwriters are just like being themselves, like 100%, I feel. So that's like what I'm trying to do. I mean, you end up emulating people but I'm just trying to like always, if I'm going to write a song, like it's got to be like for real. Like
100%.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a liar too, you know. So it's all.
Well, dude, you fooled us, man. I mean, it was incredible. And I know that you've been tracking and recording music.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't released anything as of today.
Yeah, I don't have anything out there,
but we're getting ready to release it.
Sometime soon. I don't know when yet, but before the summer, hopefully. Before the summer. Yeah.
Man, it takes a lot longer than.
Yeah, it takes a long time,
right?
And everything changes. And once you hear it, like for the first time, you're like, oh, actually, I don't want to sound like that. And you know.
Well, dude, if it sounds anything like what we heard tonight, it's gonna be freaking cool. And then coming up, I'm assuming you're playing around town a lot.
And
then you're having house shows too.
Yeah. Me and my friend Juliet, roommate Juliet. Landlord.
Amazing song, by the way. Landlord, yes. I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, host the Silver Moon shows. They're super fun.
Sweet, man.
Great time.
So did you write that song while you were like writing a check out to her?
No. I was just thinking about like, I just like writing songs about people I know. Too, just for fun. And so she was next on the list, and then
So do you do that constantly? Like you pick a person, you're like, I want to write a song about this person today, or whatever.
Yeah, totally. And sometimes other people come in.
Yeah.
You know, but it's fun to write about people you know.
Yeah.
And see what they think.
Well, let's take a listen to that song, man. What I've heard tonight was incredible, dude. I think that you don't give yourself enough credit. Like it really is amazing what you're doing. And let's hear the Landlord. It's called the Landlord.
Yeah, Landlord.
Landlord. Let's hear it. Alrighty, guys. You guys have just met Mr. John Wheeler. Let's hear Landlord.
It's the first day of December. Here comes a girl, and she's golden bright, and she can whistle a tune that no one knew, and you'd pay a price to hear it again. And it may never end, 'cause she's your landlord, and you can wonder how does she owe when she's so very young. And you can try to get close to her, but you would find that where she's been is where you are. And when you come home and she makes you feel like it's your own, and you know that you can't leave, 'cause you need her just like she needs a leasing, so you pay your rent on time. What a sweet design. If I were a salesman who never lied for the nickel and dime, then I'd not be home again, for all my labor would take away my time. And if I could build a bridge going from what I see to how I feel, then I'd see all your pain and never wonder if it's real. Well, something's coming to the surface. If I'd only drop my guard, no one living had a purpose, then maybe loving wouldn't be so hard. And if I could write a word, oh, with my heart instead of my hands, then I'd write just one more, throw it away and never wonder if it lands. And if I could swallow my pride and learn to live among my flock, then I'd be full of sin instead of rise from the churches on the sidewalk. Well, something's coming to the surface. If I'd only drop my guard, if no one living had a purpose, then maybe loving wouldn't be so hard. Then maybe loving wouldn't be so hard. I'm on your side, I may be slow, and when you call, I'm ready to go. I'm on your side, put away your pride, make it hard, but we can't hide. I'm on your side when the weather turns, when the river floods and when the forest burns, in the changing tide, when you're swallowed whole, breathing in the water till your lungs are full. I'll be floating there with a fishing pole and a salty snack and a crooked hat. You'll be splashing along, looking so headstrong. I'll sing a song till you remember that I'm on your side. I'm on your side when the rain don't fall and it gets so dry we can't speak at all. In the great divide when our families call, even though we try, it turns into a brawl. I'll be sitting there in an old lawn chair, reading a book, pretending I don't care. You'll be duking it out, you ain't afraid of no spat. Don't know what it's about, but just remember that I'm on your side. I may be slow, and when you call, I'm ready to go. I'm on your side, put away your pride, make it hard, but we can't hide.